And once again, very good evening, everyone, as we welcome you to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium for the final time here in this 36th annual Prairie Farms Invitational Tournament. I am Todd Duke alongside Dr. Chris McCluskey and Elisa Roseman on the camera tonight as we get you set for this championship game between your Collinsville Kahoks and the Mundelein Mustangs. And this would be a good one. Collinsville comes in at 12-0. Mundelein comes in at 13-0. Let's take a look at some of the numbers in this tournament. Collinsville has the #1 scoring offense in this tournament, averaging 68.7 points a game, while Mundelein comes in as the #7 team in that category at 56.3. As far as the defense is concerned, Mundelein's the third-ranked team in this tournament, only giving up 45.7 points per game. Collinsville not too far behind. They have given up the fifth less amount of points at 46.3. As far as some of the individual numbers are concerned, well, Rayshawn Taylor, depending on what happens here tonight, will most likely lead this tournament in points scored. At the beginning of the day, Rayshawn and Giovanni Moore of Madison came in with 73 points apiece, but Giovanni Moore only managed to score 14 in that loss, and then Rayshawn is still yet to do his. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, basketball comes your way.
Looking to buy a new home or sell your current one? Trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams Marquis Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now. Trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams Marquis to help you find the perfect home or to help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at 618-780-4622 or visit them online at blaylockteam.com or on Facebook at the Blaylock Team.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey, and Lisa Roseman along with you as we get you set for this game between Collinsville and Mundelein. Championship on the line here of this 36th annual Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Tournament. This is Collinsville's third trip to this championship game in as many years, but Springfield Southeast has spoiled the party the last 2 years. Well, the Spartans just got knocked out of the third place game. Lincoln was all over them in that game, and we will hope that Collinsville can break the curse, third time's the charm kind of thing, as they try to wrestle this trophy back into their possession. And the only thing standing in their way is the Mundelein Mustangs. Let's continue looking at some numbers, shall we? Rayshawn Taylor, he's leading this tournament in scoring average, averaging 24.3 points per game. On the defensive end, Kadrian Jones, #4 in this tournament right now with rebounds. He's taken down 25 of those, 8.3 per game. He is the second best offensive rebounds in this tournament with 13 of those, and he's averaging about 14.3, and we're going to have your hands full with Mr. Abube down low as they will bring out that big guy, and he'll test Kadrian Jones all the way.
Yeah, he sure will. You know, the good news is Collinsville boasts a couple of other 6 foot and 6'6" and 6'7" players. I also believe that Mundelein probably hasn't seen the guard play that Collinsville has. They weren't being challenged on the half court by Lincoln, giving up a lot of deep shots. You can bet Rayshawn Taylor and Skeet, Kawan Smith are going to be guarding these guys 90 feet.
All right. How about some starting lineups for Mundelein? Trey Baker, Connor Enright, Zayim Atade, Jack Bikus, and Scotty Abube will be the starting 5 wearing the scarlet red. of the Mundelein Mustangs. Collinsville, they're actually the road team in this game, and they will be wearing the purple uniforms, and they will trot out the usual suspects. They have Kawan Smith, Rayshawn Taylor, Nate Hall, Laurent Gelladini, and Kedrian Jones. Rayshawn Taylor coming into this contest now 392 points away from the overall lead for Kahawk basketball point scorers in the history of the school at 392, and now he is 65 points away from the number 6 spot, currently held down by Bogey Redmond. Ready to go. Scotty Abube, 6'8", out in the middle of the floor against 6'6" Nate Hall. And this gym is packed, folks. I mean packed.
Great crowd tonight.
It is. Here we go. Championship game is underway. Collinsville wins the opening tip-off, and Kawan Smith will bring the ball up here for the Kahawks and give to Laurent Gelladini. Gelladini over on the left wing, gives it back to Rayshawn Taylor. Rayshawn back at the midcourt stripe, will conduct the orchestra, so to speak, from there, and he'll give to Nate Hall. Hall over on the right wing, gives it back to Skeet at the top of the key, and he'll get it right back from Gelladini. Oh, Abube makes his presence felt right away and blocks out that Smith shot.
Yeah, 5'9" versus 6'8" isn't much of a matchup. You know, Skeet had an open lane. I don't blame him for taking the look, but Abube says, not today, not today.
Gelladini will inbound here in the corner and do so to Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor will take it out onto the left wing where he is being watched by Connor Enright. Taylor dribbles his way to the top of the key, has a little bit of a block there from Jones, and then spins his way in, and that's going to be a charging call against Rayshawn Taylor.
Yeah, a call that could have gone either way. I think Ray extended his elbow just a little bit, and because he fell down, I think the referee felt that he was out of control. That was more of a player control foul than a legit charge.
There is Trey Baker, excuse me. Baker comes in across the timeline, cuts it across top of the key, now over on the right wing. Back over to Enright. Enright dribbles and drives, and he tuts out the lane and underneath the basket, gives it to Bikus, back into the corner for Enright. Now he cuts across the lane and dumps the ball off there, but nothing doing for Atade. Here's a steal. Here is Rayshawn Taylor off the glass for 2, and that's how this one gets going. Collinsville up 2-0.
Yeah, there's that guard play I was talking about. This Mundelein team just hasn't seen the quickness that Rayshawn Taylor and Kawan Smith garner.
Here is Baker, back out toward midcourt. To the top of the key, drives outside the lane, takes the shot, that's partially blocked. Abube gets the loose ball though, and he travels. Second turnover in a row here for Mundelein, and Collinsville feeling pretty good about things right now. So's the crowd, and the purple blazer wearing Darren Lee over there is the head coach of Collinsville. There is Kawan Smith across the timeline, gives to Nate Hall over on the right wing to Kedrian Jones. Jones just outside the lane. Gives to Rayshawn Taylor in front of Matt Badgley, the head coach for Mundelein and the former athletic director here at Collinsville. Here is Enright. Enright pulls up and almost traveled. Everybody saw it except for the guys wearing the black and white stripes. Here is
I think
Baker.
he got away with one there.
I think so. Baker over on the right wing. 2 minutes expired here in this first quarter. Collinsville with the only points thus far, and it's just 2. Baker out front to Enright. Enright back over to Baker, trying to find Bikus. That was almost picked off by Smith. Bikus turns around and throws an air ball up. That's caught by Kedrian Jones. 3 turnovers in a row by the Mustangs. Here is Nate Hall in front of the Mustangs bench. Back out to Rayshawn Taylor.
Yeah, I like Collinsville's pushing the tempo, forcing the issue. I think if they can speed this game up, it'll benefit the Kahawks tonight.
Taylor in the corner. Underneath, KJ too hard on the shot. Gets his own rebound, and then he gets fouled by Abube. Oh, they're going to call it a jump ball. KJ can't believe it. He thought he got smacked in the face by Abube. I thought he did too.
Yeah, the way to deal with that is just finish your layup on shot 1 and not have to worry about the referees. At any rate, possession arrow changes, but Mundelein will have the ball.
There is Bikus. Brings it up over onto the right wing, hands it off to Trey Baker. Baker tried to penetrate, no room, out to the big guy Abube, and then over to Enright. Enright will launch a 3 from the wing, and that's a little bit too hard, and the rebound belongs to Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor brings the ball up, with a little bit of speed and then tries to pass it up to Geladini, but that's swatted out of midair by Bikus, and now a bounce pass over to Baker. He can hit a three from anywhere, and there he goes right there. Lead by 1 point belongs to Mundelein. 4:45 left.
Shoot it. Their guards will shoot it. We're going to have to keep a hand in their face no matter where it is on the half court.
Here is Kawan Smith. Over to Nate Hall on the right wing. Now to the free throw line for Geladini, who will give to Taylor. Bluffs the three-point shot, and a foul by Enright.
Good call. Enright had his hands in on Rayshawn. That'll be Collinsville ball out about halfway up the half court mark. Look for that little tip to Nate Hall in the paint.
Each team now with one foul. 4.5 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Here is Taylor. Brings it into the perimeter just outside of the lane. Takes the shot. Can't get it to go. Rebound belongs to Bikus, and he throws it over to Enright. Enright across the line. Works his way to the top of the key. Thought about a three from there, but took it back down, and once again got away with a travel. Takes care of the three-point shot, but it's no good. And the rebound belongs to Skeet. Smith brings it up across the timeline for Collinsville. Hands off to Taylor. Taylor will launch a three from there. Nothing but net, baby. Rayshawn Taylor.
Little taste of Mundelein's own medicine. You know, Ray was 3 feet deep of the line. Now Skeet's giving Enright trouble. He caught a foul on him.
Yeah, sure did.
But Rayshawn pulled up from 3 feet deep and found nothing but the bottom of the net.
So, first foul on Kawan Smith. Second team foul for Collinsville. Comes at the halfway mark of this first quarter. Here is Enright. He's into the front court. Being watched by Skeet and then almost got tripped up by Abube. And here is Bikus. Kicks it out to Trey Baker.
Yeah, so far Abube been a non-factor on the half-court offense for Mundelein.
Baker all skirts all around the perimeter. Now he picks up his dribble and gives to Abube. Abube back out to Baker. Baker back over here now for Bikus. Bikus gives it up to Enright. 3:20 left to play here in this first quarter. Enright back to Baker. He's being watched there by Geladini. Baker makes his move. Geladini sticks with him every step of the way. And almost got that 5-second call. Now a turnover. And here it is to Geladini, to Taylor. Zigzags into the corner. Kawan Smith from the baseline. Good.
Rayshawn Taylor with a nice unselfish dish out to his buddy Skeet. Kawan Smith. Kawan shaking his head saying, not in our house, baby.
There is Enright as he approaches the big purple Indian head at midcourt. Over to Baker on the right wing. Baker.
Now they're going to go inside to the big guy.
Yeah, Bube tries to drive baseline. He steps out of bounds. Turnovers are starting to mount here for the Mustangs. 2:39 left to play here in this first quarter. 7-3 in favor of Collinsville. Inbound pass comes in from Geladini to Smith. No pressure in the backcourt being put on by the Mustangs. Here is Smith. The only man back there is Baker. He bounces it into Geladini, hands it back to Smith. Smith into the paint, takes the shot, can't get it to fall. Rebound belongs to Enright. Enright up across the line and flings a pass out to Trey Baker for three, and that one's short and out of bounds.
Hey, he got away with a walk before that shot. He gave a shuffle step.
A couple of times that Enright's gotten away with a walk here in this first quarter.
But at any rate, the three-point shot wasn't even close. Barely hit the rim. We're going to have Collinsville coming down the other way with a 4-point lead.
2:15 left to play here in this opening quarter of the championship game between 12-0 Collinsville, 13-0 Mundelein. Here is KJ over to Smith. Oh, what a nice move by Nate Hall, and he can't get it to finish. Gets the rebound, though, and kicks it out to Taylor. Taylor drives, and oh, no, you got to be kidding me.
No.
The second charge called against Taylor.
That's terrible. He was moving his feet. Wow, that is a unbelievably frustrating call. That's not even close.
Coach Lee does not like it at all. He is yelling across across the floor to the ref who made the call.
I would come unglued.
1:53 left. Second foul on Rayshawn, and both of them have been charging calls. Here is Enright over to Baker. Back to Enright to Abube. He tries to spin in the lane, and a whistle. I didn't see the call.
I think he walked.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
I never did see the call.
The referee's mouthing Darren Lee, the guy who made the call. That's not a very good idea at this point. because that was not even close. And that's terrible when it's on your star player. You know,
Yeah.
he picks up his second foul in the first quarter.
Here's Nate Hall on the left wing to Taylor. He'll launch a three from there. Ooh, almost hit it. Rebound belongs to Bicus. He'll get it out to Enright with 1:25 left to play here in this first quarter. A very low-scoring first quarter. Here is Enright, gets it right back. Abube just outside the lane, turns around and shovels a pass underneath to Atade. He didn't have any room to go with it anywhere, so back out to Baker it goes.
Half-court defense is outstanding by Collinsville so far.
Another Baker three-point shot, and this is the mark. And Atade with the rebound, shoves it into the hands of Abube, and then he travels again.
Yeah, you know, Big Kedrian Jones is making Abube try to handle the ball, and he's just not holding up well. They're forcing him to take possession outside of where he's comfortable. Credit Kedrian Jones for a great job on Abube.
1:01 left to play here in this first quarter. 7-3 in favor of Collinsville. Kahoks looking to tack on here before the second quarter comes around, excuse me. Here's Nate Hall to KJ, to Smith. Smith to Taylor. Taylor thought about going for that three-point shot. Now he will, top of the key. He's fouled. He'll go up to the line for three.
Now that's number 2 on number 4, Connor Enright, I believe.
They're going to say he stepped on the line, so only 2 shots, and I believe it is going to be against Enright. That'll be his second, team second, so he's got both fouls up there as David Granger is ready to check in after this first free throw try by Taylor.
You know, and Enright's there, one of their star players. I believe he's signed to go to Drake next year.
And the first one's in. Rayshawn went 8 of 13 from the free throw line in that game against Springfield Southeast yesterday. Ballinger's going to come in. Chambers is going to come in.
Yeah, and this is a smart move. That way we don't pick up any more fouls on some of our star players with 43 seconds left in the first period.
Got some big guys out there, too. Some length. And Taylor hits both of them. And Ballinger will come in and take the place of Rayshawn Taylor with his 2 fouls. And he'll probably have a seat for the rest of this quarter.
Well, you have to think that Josh Chambers has been told, foul if you have to. Just don't let Abube score.
Chris Rooney comes into the game for the first time for Mundelein. He'll take the place of Saim Atate. Here is Enright. 35 seconds to play, quarter number 1. Collinsville up by 6. And over to Baker in front of the scorer's table. Back out front now for Rooney. Over to Enright. Back to Baker at midcourt. Baker gives to Bicus. Bicus on the right wing. 20 seconds left. And Bicus will stand there with it. And Mundelein will play for the last shot.
Come on, crowd. Come on, crowd.
Enright will go up for the handoff, and he'll take it with 10 seconds left. Enright from the right wing. Tries to get around Skeet, does so, and puts the shot up. Oh, Josh Chambers with the block, and that's the way the first quarter comes to a close. Collinsville leads 9-3. We're back in just a moment on the Kahoks Sports Network.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they do catering, wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses and delicious sides. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road, or check out the lunch buffet at the Columbus Plaza location on 157 in Collinsville. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Yes, they still cater. Cafe Agape, that's some good eats.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey, and Lisa Roseman with you. And we have a good one here, 9-3, low-scoring affair. As Collinsville has the 6-point lead as we begin quarter number 2. Here is Kawan Smith with the ball for the Kahoks. Tries the other side, pulls up, takes a shot. Nope. That's going to be a foul.
Yeah, offensive foul, player control. Kedrian was set up to take to set a screen, and the defender just plowed right through him. Now keep in mind the two best players on the floor have 2 fouls apiece that could come into play down the road.
Just underway here in the second quarter. Here is Enright. Enright dumps it off to Bikus. Bikus on the wing, inside to Abube, tries to turn around and take the shot. Now we're going to have a foul coming up against Kedrian Jones again.
Boy, that's hard to imagine as well. Bube didn't even have control of the ball.
No, he did not.
David Granger came in and batted it away.
I don't even see how there's a shooting foul.
The referee says that Kedrian was towering over him. How do you tower over a 6'8" individual?
I have no idea. And Abube misses the first one, and for Scotty, he went 0 for 4 from the free throw line in that win over Lincoln yesterday. Nate Hall checks in for Kedrian Jones as KJ will have a seat with his 2 fouls, and now Saim Atade wants to check back into the game as well. He'll take the place of Enright.
Yeah, so now they're going to go with a big lineup, knowing that we have a small lineup. If 6'6" and 6'7" is small.
Yeah, I know. Talking to a guy who's 5'6", everybody's big if you ask me.
You know, but without KJ, this is considered a smaller lineup.
And there is Abube, ready for another one. And no good as well. Geladini there with the rebound for Collinsville. Up to Rayshawn Taylor. And Taylor looks back at Coach Lee. Coach Lee gives the signal. Round him up. And that's exactly what Taylor is going to do. He's going to guide and give his team some extra movement here as Smith bounces it into Geladini. Front of the free throw line. Geladini gets it to fall.
Nice step through by Laurent Geladini.
That ball looked like it didn't have anything to do with that basket for a minute. Fell through at the last second. Here's Baker.
Bube's throwing elbows down on David Granger. He's getting frustrated.
As long as he doesn't retaliate. And there is Abube. Granger all over him, and Abube cuts through the paint, almost loses the ball. Now he
3
does.
seconds.
And now it goes into the backcourt.
Oh!
No, it doesn't. What a save by Baker. What a save by Baker.
Wait a minute. That's over and back, folks.
Man.
We didn't touch that ball.
There's Abube, and he can't hit anything right now. Rayshawn Taylor throws the ball up to Kawan Smith. Off the glass, good for 2.
How about a heads-up play by Rayshawn Taylor, getting the ball out to the 5'9" Kawan Smith, who hits a layup over the 6'8" Abube.
Timeout called by Mundelein. We will take a timeout with them, and we'll be back in just a moment here on the Kahoks Sports Network.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background-checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Welcome back to the 36th annual Collinsville Prairie Farms Holiday Classic. If you're looking for a way to support local charities, check out Prairie Farms' Our Caps Your Cause program, where over $185,000 has already been donated to local charities. Save your gallon or half-gallon milk caps and give to what moves you. You can learn more by visiting prairiefarms.com. Our Caps, Your Cause. How about the Kahawk defense holding this Mundelein team to 3 points as we are 9 minutes and 30 seconds into this game, and that's all they've gotten so far.
That's the story of the game so far.
Another Abube turnover, and then the big guy goes flying on his backside. Here is Smith to Hall for 3. Yes!
Big Nate Hall, the 6'7" forward, shoots the 3 ball really well. He posted up, didn't even hesitate. Nothing but the bottom of the twine.
Here is Baker, who can hit his own fair share of threes. He spins at the free throw line, no room. Enright's back into the game. He takes it on the right wing and takes it in, bounces it across to Bikus. He launches a 3, and that one's good. First 3-point shot made by Mundelein. They double their total on 1 shot. Here is Taylor for Collinsville. 16-6, 10-point lead belonging to the Kahawks. Taylor jumps it off to Geladini. Outside the Hall at the free throw line. Now to Taylor once again. Back up. And then go with a crossover dribble. Gets rid of Enright. Takes the shot. No good. Bikus is there with the rebound. Enright brings it up. Gives it to Baker. Baker back to Enright. He'll fake the three. Baker will take it over deep inside the right wing, and now he'll lose the ball. Carreras, Taylor slows down off the glass, making sure he gets that ball in there.
Yeah, nice Euro step by Rayshon Taylor with Enright on his tail, but Enright knows he has 2 fouls. He didn't want to pick up that third.
18-6 in favor of Collinsville. 3 minutes have expired here in the second quarter. Here is Enright. Enright into the perimeter, kicks it back out to Abube, over to Bicus. Bicus dribbles and drives in the paint. Probably walked and got away with it, but the 2 points will count for Mundelein, and it's 18-8 now in favor of Collinsville.
Yeah, pace starting to pick up a little bit. Looks like at the timeout, Mundelein learned that they're going to need to drive and dish. That's their new name of the game here.
Here is Rayshon Taylor right in front of Matt Badgley, the head coach for Mundelein. Now Rayshon will launch one. It's no good. And the rebound pops all the way out to Baker. Baker brings it up and gives to Rooney, who gives to Abube. Abube bumps over Granger, and a whistle is going to be a Granger foul. That'll be his first, and the Kahoks 6th. And
yeah,
back
like
to
that.
the line, Abube.
You know, we're being physical with Abube. You can tell he's breathing hard already. And let's make him earn his points at the free throw line instead of layups under the bucket. It's good defense by David Granger.
Abube can't buy a free throw.
Don't be surprised if later in this half, if we don't put Josh Chambers back in to rough him up a little bit more and keep him at the line, because we'll need Granger down the line.
Abube 0 for 3 from the free throw line, and the next one is in. That's the reverse, announcer jinx. And here comes the Kahoks. No pressure being put on in the backcourt at all by the Mustangs, not yet in this game. Here is Kawan Smith. Smith at the free throw line gets tripped up by Baker, and Trey Baker will pick up his first foul. It's only the Mustangs' 3rd foul in this game.
Yeah, unintentional trip. Just got his feet hung up. One of those unfortunate things. It's nice to see Skeet get up unharmed after that one.
Inbound pass will come in from Geladini underneath the K-Hawk basket, and he'll do so to Taylor, who will post up for 3. Nope, that's blocked out by Rooney. Falls right into the hands of Abube, and up to Enright. Enright at the top of the key, throws it into the corner for Bicus for a 3-point shot. Bicus, that's his 2nd 3-pointer in a row, and just like that, Mundelein's back into this game, a 6-point lead for Collinsville after the K-Hawks led by 10.
Yeah, Nate Hall was lost on that. He just lost control of his man, had no idea where he was.
There is Geladini out to Taylor, who gets it to Nate Hall. Hall will turn around, take the shot, hit it.
Yeah.
Nate Hall now with 5 on the night.
Great high post give and go action between Hall.
Baker, oh. Well, you got that one to bounce in off the glass for him, despite the effort to block that one out of there by Collinsville. Kadrian Jones ready to check back into this game at the next opportunity. Here's Nate Hall, baseline. He's trapped by a double team. Gives to Taylor. Taylor across the way to Geladini. He'll lie up for 3, and it's a little bit too long. And then the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Granger. And it'll be Mundelein's ball with 3:08 to play here in this first half. 20-14, 6-point lead by the K-Hawks.
Yeah, David Granger did all he could do to come up with that rebound, but 2 Mundelein defenders were on each side of him, and the ball just went off his fingertips.
So KJ is back in there for Granger. And here is Enright being bothered by Kawan Smith the whole time. Oh, come on. Kawan went for the reach in, almost got the ball, but got more skin instead. So Smith will be called for his 2nd foul, and that is the 7th team foul. So it's 1-and-1 time for the Mustangs.
I got to say, this guy bailed Enright out on that one. You know, let him play basketball, fella.
Enright to the free throw line. He was 5 of 7 in the victory over Lincoln on Saturday night. And Enright is up there shooting a 1-and-1. First one's good. 5-point game all of a sudden.
Boy, Darren Lee giving that young fellow an earful. He's still upset with him for calling that charge against Rayshon, and I think he knows it.
That one rattles but won't fall, and there is Nate Hall with the rebound. He'll give it up to Kawan Smith. 2:50 left to play here in the first half of this championship game between Collinsville and Mundelein, and we've got a good one. Here is Rayshon Taylor over on the right wing. Free throw line, cuts in, dumps it out. Nate Hall for 3. Yes!
Great drive and dish. Rayshon Taylor penetrates, sees the 6'7" Nate Hall on the wing, trifecta.
Steal by Taylor. All the way up to Smith once again. Smith off the glass, good for 2.
I said it earlier, these guys have never seen guard play like the Kahoks, and we're just outrunning them here.
Here is Enright, top of the key, over to Bicus on the wing. Bicus dribbles, drives in the perimeter, pulls up to Abube, and Abube.
Boy, that was a nice pick and roll, two-man game by number 23,
Bicus.
Jack Bicus and Abube.
Under 2 minutes to go here in this first half. Here is Rayshawn Taylor.
Collinsville going to spread the floor here.
Taylor over to Geladini. And back to Taylor. He'll dribble and drive from the free throw line. He'll take the shot. He'll not make it, but he will go to the free throw line to try to make up both of them there.
Yeah, I love when Collinsville goes to that 5-man spread, 3-guard front and 2 big men down, pinned out on the corners. And defense has a hard time handling us when we go into that offensive set.
Rayshawn getting ready to head up to the free throw line. Referee back there talking to Rooney. Meanwhile, Bicus was over talking to his head coach, Matt Badgley, and Rayshawn at the free throw line. Hits another, and Rayshawn now with 10 points. Scored 30 in last night's win over Springfield Southeast.
That's after going over his first 8.
I know. Next one, also in there for Rayshawn Taylor. 27-17, the 10-point lead restored here by Collinsville. And the final 90 seconds of this first half are underway. Here is Baker. Baker at the top of the key, bluffs the 3, gives to Bicus. He's already hit a couple from over there. Now into Abube at the free throw line. He'll try to back his way in and no room. Bicus again for 3. No, falls a little short
Well,
this time.
I'll tell you what, Nate Hall fell asleep again. He's going to have to wake up and guard Bicus out on that wing. He had a wide open 3-point look.
There is Rayshawn as he cuts across the Kahawk Indian head at midcourt here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Now over to Smith, who stands in the same area. 1 minute to go here in this first half. Kawan Smith goes forward, backs up. Smith messing with Baker a little bit there. Now Baker makes his move, so does Smith to Geladini. Geladini almost got bumped into by Enright. And now Geladini back with the ball once again. Back to Smith. Free throw line shot. Falls a little short. And Granger there with the rebound effort. Nope, falls off of his hands and to Enright. And now we're going to have a Nate Hall foul. And back
got
to
him
the free
with
throw
the
line.
reach. Boy, I thought Skeet was going to give up the ball to David Granger coming from the wing. We've run that play for Big David coming in with the dunk. Skeet elected to take the jump shot instead.
Enright back at the free throw line, and he hits another one.
You put Enright at the line, it's about as good as in the bucket.
Yeah, pretty much. He can hit three-pointers from anywhere as well. So, if he can hit those long-range shots, free throws are dropping the bucket. Atade is going to check back into the game, and he'll take the place of Connor Enright. Both free throws were good. 27-19 game, 33.4 seconds left, and now Mundelein is going to put on some backcourt pressure. Here is the inbound pass.
Good luck.
To Smith. They don't put up very much pressure, do they?
They know better.
That's
Our
the first
guards
time. That's
are
the
just
first time
too fast.
That's the first time they've been back in the backcourt. Here is Geladini in front of the scorer's table with 20 seconds left in this first half. Geladini crossover dribble, and then he reverts back to the midcourt stripe. Now he brings it up, dumps it off in the corner for Granger. Granger over to Smith, over to Taylor. 8 seconds left. Taylor. 6 seconds.
They're going to double team Taylor.
And up into the corner for Hall for 3. No, and back out. Nope, not enough time to do anything with it.
Oh, and it went in.
Oh, man.
Oh, baby.
Man, oh,
He
man.
just barely didn't get that ball off.
That is just craziness there. All right, that's the end of the first half, 27-19 in favor of Collinsville over Mundelein, and we're going to take a break, come back and throw some stats your way all about this first half. We'll do that in just a moment here on the Kahoks Sports Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahawk Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahoks.
The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahoks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahoks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
First National Bank of Waterloo, celebrating over 100 years of banking in the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo's O'Fallon branch office for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, come see Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo in O'Fallon. Call Bill at 618-632-1010. Visit him at 104 Regency Park in O'Fallon or online at fnbwaterloo.com. That's my bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, we are at halftime of the championship game of this Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Tournament, the 36th edition of said tournament. And we are glad that you are with us here on the Kahoks Sports Network as we have a good one going on here as Collinsville has a 27-19 lead at halftime. Leading scorer in this one is Rayshawn Taylor. He has 11 first half points, followed by Nate Hall's 8. Kawan Smith has 6, and Laurent Giladini has 2. Leading scorer for Mundelein is Jack Bikus. He has 8 points. He has hit a couple of three-pointers to help himself out. 5 points for Trey Baker, and then 3 points each for Connor Enright and Scotty Abube. From the lines, Collinsville has hit 3 of 8 three-pointers, and so has Mundelein. From the free throw line, Collinsville has hit all of their free throws, 4 for 4, and all of those have come from Rayshawn Taylor. Meanwhile, Mundelein has hit 4 of 8 of their free throws. The rebounds are even at 13 apiece. The turnovers, that is what is helping Collinsville in their effort to take down Mundelein. The Mustangs have 8 turnovers, while Collinsville has 4, and Collinsville has turned those 8 turnovers into 10 points, while Mundelein has turned the 4 Collinsville turnovers into 3 points. And other than that, we have 4 steals for Collinsville. 3 of those have come from Rayshawn Taylor, and he came in to this contest leading this whole entire tournament as far as steals are concerned. And if I can get my sheet out, I'll tell you exactly how much that was. That was 13 coming into this game, so now he has 16. The closest one behind him at the time was Ethan Brown of Belleville East with 11, and Kawan Smith was in the number 3rd spot, and he had 10 coming in, and Kawan Smith has 1 steal, or excuse me, no steals in this game. Kedrian Jones has the other one. Well, that's a look at your halftime stats. As we take a break, we'll come back, and we'll have an all-exciting second half for you coming up in just a moment here on the Kahoks Sports Network.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahawk alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com. Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, the newest in online auctioning. Go to ogleauctionshighbid.com, that's HIBid.com, to check out what's up for bid in the next auction. Ogle Auctions deals with everyday items like board games, t-shirts, and more, to collectibles, whether that is a vehicle, vinyl records, or vintage toys. Or how about a trolley car? And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more items. Check out their next online auction at ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's ogleauctionshibid.com. Or call Kim Ogle today at 618-980-4530.
Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design. Something old can be something new again. The Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville proves that old adage right one more time. Derek and Whitney Reiser, along with brewmaster and distillery operator Torrin O'Brien, Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is not just a place to eat and drink, but more of a must-experience destination in the St. Louis area. With its Collinsville Herald newspaper feel, Old Herald Brewery and Distillery features a restaurant, a tap room, and of course a state-of-the-art one-of-a-kind distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery can handle all of your group functions, as well with an event space that can handle you and 79 of your friends for any large gathering. And the food? Well, simply amazing, with local and new favorites, plus brunch on Sundays. How about bocce ball or bags on the patio? Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville. Give them a call at 855-8027, online at oldheraldbrewing.com, or on Facebook at Old Herald. Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, 27-19. 2 quarters are in the book, 2 more quarters to go. And right now, your Collinsville Kahawks looking good, 27-19. They have an 18-point lead as we are just about ready to start this second half. But first, let's take care of some more sponsorship. Thank you very much to the Prairie Farms folks for sponsoring this 36th annual Holiday Classic basketball tournament. Have you tried a Prairie Farms milk snack yet? They are a delicious cream-filled chocolate cake bar that are perfect for snacking on the go. Chocolate cake anytime, anywhere with Prairie Farms Milk Snacks. They are available at the concession stand here, but you better hurry up because this is almost over, or you can just simply pick them up in the refrigerated section at your local grocery store or some convenience stores. For more information, head to prairiefarms.com. We're underway. Mundelein gets the ball first as we begin this third quarter. Here is Enright. Enright for Mundelein out in front and up inside for Abube, the big man. He tries to back around KJ and finally does, but can't finish. And then the ball gets knocked out of bounds. And it's going to belong to Collinsville. A turnover already. Mundelein had 8 of those in the first half. They begin the second half with 1 already.
Yeah, Taylor came in over Abube there. Thought they might get him for an over the back. I'm certainly glad he didn't pick up his third.
I agree with you there, sir. Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey, Lisa Roseman on the old camera. And here comes Kawan Smith. Smith over to Nate Hall. Hall on the right wing. One bounce, picks it up, gives to Geladini. Geladini out to Nate Hall again, underneath for KJ, reverse layup, good.
Boy, that's great. Abube trying to front KJ, and KJ's just too nimble. They're going to go over the top of Abube. KJ for a nice, easy layup off the glass.
Here is Bikus for the Mustangs. Back out for Rooney. Rooney gives it up to Baker. Baker over to Enright. Spin move right around Skeet. Didn't get very far, though, afterwards. And now back to Enright again. Over to Bikus on the left wing. Into Abube. He's going to try to get around KJ again. Instead, he throws it up over. And Rayshawn Taylor with the sticky fingers. Got that one before it went out of bounds. Taylor over to Geladini. Nice steal there for Rayshawn. And then he's bumped into by Trey Baker. And Baker is going to pick up another foul.
Yeah, that was great defense again by KJ. You know, Abube wants to do that spin move, and KJ's moving his feet tonight really quick. Another nice thing I saw on that defensive side, Nate Hall did not lose track of Bikus on that trip down the floor. So they made that correction in a hurry.
Second foul for Baker. First one here in this half. Here is Kawan Smith for Collinsville. Smith rolls out over onto the right wing for Nate Hall once again. Hall into Kedrian Jones just outside the lane. Gives it to Geladini. He bluffs the three, pulls it down, and now inside to KJ. Getting around the big guy, does so. Won't fall in. And the rebound handled by Enright for Mundelein. Mustangs bring it up. Enright shovels a pass into the corner for Bikus. He'll pull up in the perimeter, take a shot, skips, but it won't fall. Rebound belongs to Nate Hall. Up to Taylor, and here come the Kahoks once again. Taylor outside the lane, can't get the fingertip roll, got a little bit too much roll. KJ there, and a foul coming up. And this one is going to go against
number 1, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's Baker again. If it is, that'll be his third. And that's his second in a row, and now his third, and he's going to come out, I would imagine. Or they're going to swap out Abube for Atade.
Yeah. Abube's tired. He's not in the best shape. I noticed that in Saturday's games. They're going to have to give him breaks along the way. Look for Collinsville to exploit that in the paint, and here they go.
Here they go. Nate Hall, turned around, jumper good.
Beautiful, beautiful adjustment. Abube out, and we go right to the paint. Brilliant basketball by the Kahoks.
Here are the Mustangs. Around the top of the key, Enright. He'll circle all the way in, and what? Kawan Smith ripped that ball right out of his hands. Skeet trying to get around Enright. Enright could have been called for a foul. Give it to KJ, no good. Rebound put up, and a foul will be called.
And that's going to be number 3 on Enright, I believe.
Enright. The little guys are down there fouling KJ, and KJ's making them pay for it.
Well, they go with a small lineup. Here comes Abube right back in the game. Coach Badgley understands this is a dead-end road for these guys without Abube in the paint.
Kedrian Jones at the free throw line, and he'll hit that one. First trip to the line here tonight. And Atade out, Abube in.
Interesting, here we are up 13 with 5.5 left in the third period. We'll see if Collinsville can slam the door. These next 5 minutes will be crucial.
Third period has been huge for Collinsville this year, especially in this tournament. They really opened up a can of you-know-what against Eisenhower in that third quarter. And now a foul will go the other way.
I don't necessarily mind that. Abube hasn't shown he can handle the ball. Geladini's got fouls to give. He thought he could get a quick steal. Just aggressive gameplay there.
First foul this half for Collinsville, puts the ball back into the hands of the Mustangs, and here comes Bikus. Bikus at the top of the key, drives in, kicks it out, and Rooney thought about the three, but Taylor closed in on him quick. Here is Baker in the paint, underhand shot won't fall, and that's out of bounds, and no foul.
Yeah, he tried to jump into KJ and earn that foul. The ref's not going to bail him out on that.
Timeout on the floor. We will step aside as well. We are back in uno momento here on the Kahoks Sports Network. Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipStLouis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Once again, welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. I'm Todd Duke, Lisa Roseman, Dr. Chris McCluskey along with us as well. 5:18 left to play here in this third quarter. Collinsville Kahoks with the lead, 32-19 over the Mundelein Mustangs. And we are back to action here in this championship matchup. Here is Kawan Smith. Smith all the way over in front of the scorer's table. Right hand dribble, over to the left hand. Gives it up to Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor hollers out directions, and he'll hand the ball back to Smith, who gives to Geladini at the free throw line. Nate Hall, turnaround for KJ. No good, a little bit too strong. Kisses off the glass and rolls off to the other side. Here is Enright for the Mustangs. He'll post up for 3, and he'll hit it.
Yeah, a guy like Enright, when they're down like this, he may try to take the game over on his shoulders, and you got to watch out. He could get hot in a hurry. He's a great player.
Still a 10-point lead for the Kahoks, 32-22, as we have 4:30 left to play here in this third quarter. Here is Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor over to Geladini. Geladini back to Taylor in the corner, all the way down this near side sideline. Taylor into the paint, takes the shot, and over Abube, gets the 2 points.
Man, a 6'1 guy over a 6'8 guy, and he gets thrown to the floor but finishes.
Mustangs with the ball, in right to Baker. Baker. Crossover dribble, trying to fool Geladini. Geladini had no part of that, and then Baker runs in to
That's
Taylor.
That's number 4, I believe.
Number 4 against Trey Baker. Just bowled right into Rayshawn Taylor. And the 4th foul will send Baker out.
Baker tried to ask Badgley to stay in the game. No, sir, not with 4 fouls.
That'll bring in
Coach is going to
Atade.
need you at the end of this game, young man. He'll be sitting the rest of this quarter.
So Atade comes in, which will give him a little bit more size than Baker, but Baker's speed is what his best attribute is, and his shooting, that's for sure. KJ off the glass, won't get it to fall, and the ball goes out of bounds, last touched by young Mr. Skeet. This place is packed. I don't see an empty seat in the house,
great,
man.
rafter to rafter. I haven't seen this many people in this gym since, let's see, Edwardsville played Altoff back when Epinesa and Mark Smith were around.
Yeah, we didn't even have this many people last year for the championship game against Springfield Southeast.
No, not even close. Well, there's a lot of hype over Collinsville basketball right now.
Oh, yeah, and it's
a lot
about to
of
get
people in this gym who aren't normally here.
And it's about to get better if Collinsville can post up this championship win, as Abube throws it out to Enright over on the left wing, and Enright takes it to the top of the key, trying to get around a couple of people.
Purple ball.
Off of Enright's ankle and out of bounds.
Well, sometimes when good players try to do too much, they do just that and end up turning the ball over, and that was the case for Mr. Enright.
3:33 left to play here in this third quarter. Here is Nate Hall on the inbound pass to Kawan Smith.
3-quarter court pressure. Now they're going to back it off to half court.
Smith brings it across the line, and Enright provides the defense. Smith at the top of the key, bounces it to Geladini, give and go, Taylor for 2. Great job by Laurent Gelladini on the give and go to Taylor, and Taylor finished it up. And back to a 14-point lead now for Collinsville. Here is Bikus on the far wing to Abube. Abube trying to get into the paint, loses control of the ball. Taylor finds it, headmans it up to Smith. This is the third time for this play. Oh, no work. And back up again and again and again. Gelladini finishes it up.
3 offensive rebounds in 1 possession by Collinsville. That's just wanting the basketball.
Here is Rooney, and he gets it into Abube. Abube, the big guy, turns around, throws it away.
Another turnover. Abube should not put the ball on the deck anymore, because when he does, Nate Hall's helping over and getting his hand in there. That's great defense by the Kahoks.
38-28, Collinsville with the lead. 2:40 left to play here in this third quarter. Here is Smith. Oh, a push down there by Rooney. Just
Enright
pushed
got
down
away with
Taylor.
one, and the little guy missed it again.
Yeah, there's a pass to Gelladini at the free throw line. Gelladini to Taylor. Taylor says, you know what, I got some moves too, and now we're going to have a foul on the floor. And this one's going to go against the Mustangs. It'll be their team's 5th.
Taylor even gave the little referee an earful after that. And he says, you kidding me? The guy pulled me down on the ground.
Tade picks up his first foul. And referees are going to have to start being more of a wrestling referee.
Referee's talking to KJ, and he
I know.
turns around the other way. He says, man, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to block this big 6'8" guy here out. And
Right.
you're going to give me problems? Here's Taylor. Taylor dribbles and drives through the lane, and we have a foul away from the play. This one looks like it's going to go against Tade again, and it will. 2 in a row.
Well, this referee was talking to the guys down on the block. He's got his attention on those guys banging, and he's not going to have it.
Down to 2:20 left to play here in this third quarter, and Rayshawn Taylor will inbound again, and now we're going to have a warning over here to Badgley. He's way out onto the floor. He's way out onto the floor, and Matt Badgley's like, okay, here I am standing behind the line.
Oh, he is giving him an earful. Tee him up, Blue.
Better watch out or he will be. He was all the way down in the middle of the scorer's table, and he was on the hardwood. Here is Kawan Smith. Smith out at the midcourt. K-Hawk logo.
K-Hawk going into the 5-man spread.
Here is Smith. He'll drive all the way down himself and take it in for 2.
How about that? A 5'9" senior, Kawan Smith, with a wide-open layup.
And a foul coming the other way against Kedrian Jones. Well, you leave Smith enough room to drive one of those little K-Hawk buses through there. He'll take it.
Yeah, I'd like to see that foul on Nate Hall. That's unfortunate. So here comes Granger, who did do a good job on Abube when he was in before, so I'm feeling pretty confident about this.
Just the second K-Hawk foul this quarter. So up to the line, it'll be Enright. And Enright hits. He doesn't miss very much from there.
I can't say enough about Enright. I like the way he plays the game. He's a great shooter. He hustles. He handles the ball well. But I'll tell you what, Rayshawn Taylor and Kawan Smith have really shocked their guards in this matchup.
17-point lead for Collinsville over a previously undefeated team that may not be that way after this game. There is Rayshawn with a rebound on the missed free throw by Enright. Take advantage of that while you can, because he doesn't miss very many of those. And here comes Taylor being challenged by Rooney. He blows right by him. Oh, reverse layup won't fall. A foul will follow. And Abube and Rooney both help Taylor up. That's a good show of sportsmanship there.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
That one's going to go against
Abube's first foul. It's almost hard to believe, isn't it?
Yeah. And now Coach Badgley wants another timeout, so we will step aside and take a timeout as well. We're back in just a moment here on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-7.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey, Lisa Roseman. We're all glad that you're here on this Monday night, championship night. Final game of this 36th annual Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Tournament. And right now, Collinsville sitting in a very good position, up 17 points with 1:48 left to play here in this third quarter. And this place is packed, and more packed. Nice to see even the balcony up here is packed. All right, back to action we go. Rayshawn Taylor at the free throw line. He's got 2 shots coming his way. And Rayshawn ready with the first one. And it's through. Rayshawn Taylor going to SIU Edwardsville after his high school playing days are over.
Yeah, Edwardsville in a rebuilding phase. They're looking to have Rayshawn be a point man and take part in that rebuilding of that program.
42-23, 1:48 left to play here in this third quarter, and here come the Mustangs. It is Enright. Enright over to Rooney. Rooney on the wing, moves it into Abube. Abube trying to get around Granger. Oh, get that out of here, Nate Hall says. They're going to call a foul on Granger.
Now,
I don't know
right
why.
In front of us. I have no idea how that whistle could have blown.
Neither do I.
Wow.
Nate Hall swatted that ball out of the big man's hands.
Well,
but
Granger's straight up, and
I know.
Abube's pushing him out of the way. How could you call a foul? I don't know, man.
I don't get it either.
I don't think these guys, this crew's not going to have this game next year. I can promise you that.
Here is Abube at the free throw line, and he's cold again as Abube went 1 of 4 from the free throw line in the first half. Now he's 1 of 5, and he is not helping his team out, missing all these freebies. Next one. Good. 42-24, 96 seconds left to play here in this third quarter. And Atade will come back in. I can't even believe they had Baker out there with his 4 fouls right now, to tell you the truth. Figured they'd wait till the fourth quarter to bring him back in. Here is Nate Hall in the corner, out to Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor up over to Granger, outside to Smith, and back over to Taylor. Into the corner for Nate Hall. Hall out front for Taylor. Taylor back to Hall. It's a good thing he's tall.
Right. That ball was 8 feet in the air.
I'm telling you. Back over to Kawan Smith. Smith will dribble from that side, back over to this side for Taylor. Taylor back over to Hall on the wing, and back over to Taylor it goes. Under a minute to go here in this third quarter. Taylor makes his move. Dumps it off to Nate Hall. Oh, he gets around on a nice move around Enright for 2.
Beautiful basketball. Catch him sleeping. The next thing you know, layup Kahoks.
12 points, and now a foul is going to be handed out to Geladini on Enright, and Enright will be up there shooting 3.
Yeah, that's just a mistake. I know if Laurent had that one back, he'd sure take it.
12 points for Nate Hall, 17 points for Rayshawn.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is put Mr. Enright on the foul line with the clock stopped. I mean, it's just 3 points.
And he's got 3 tries. He made the first one. 2 more coming his way. That takes the lead from 20 down to 19. 45.2 seconds left to play here in this third quarter, and Enright hits that one as well. Yeah, Geladini knew as soon as he was called for that foul that he did something that he shouldn't have done.
Yeah, he'd take that one back all day. But, hey, they're kids and they make mistakes, right?
That's right. All 3 of them went in for Enright, and the lead goes from 20 to 17, and we're down to the final 40 seconds of this third quarter. Here is Rayshawn Taylor all the way over to Nate Hall. Hall back to Taylor as Collinsville will play for the last shot here. And over to Kawan Smith. Smith dribbles and drives and gives it back to Taylor. And a whistle.
That's going to put us at the free throw line for a 1-on-1 bonus. Foul on Scotty Abube. I think that'll be his second.
It will be number 2, but the 8th team foul. So for all of the fourth quarter, Collinsville will be at the free throw line shooting free throws with every foul that's committed. And Taylor can't hit that one. And it stays 44-27. Here is Enright after the rebound. 15 seconds left here in this third quarter. Enright brings it up. Nate Hall All of a sudden feels the presence of Abube right behind him. And Abube putting on a screen, wouldn't let Nate Hall pass, and there is a three-pointer from Enright. And that brings it up to 30, and at the buzzer, oh, that one just barely missed from Nate Hall. So we'll head to the fourth and hopefully the final quarter here in this championship game in just a moment on the Kahoks Sports Network. Back here at the 36th Annual Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Tournament, I'm Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey alongside, and Lisa Roseman on the camera so her son Zach can go down and hang out with his friends in the student body cheering section. That's a nice mom for you, isn't it?
Yeah, what a great mom, and she's doing a great job on the camera.
She is.
From what I can tell. You know, we talked about the end of that third period being a big moment, and Collinsville did a good job the last 3 or 4 minutes, but then there was a 6-point swing in Mundelein's favor in the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, Enright hitting all three free
my
throws
goodness,
and then hit a three-pointer.
Yeah, that keeps them in the game and gives them a chance.
Here is Kawan Smith as we've arrived to the fourth quarter here in this championship game. Up to Rayshawn Taylor. He's double-teamed, and now he's trapped in the corner, and now a timeout called by Coach Lee. He knew that his guard was going to have a hard time getting out of that one, so a quick timeout right after the quarter, and we are going to take a timeout right along with them, and we're back in just a moment here on the Kahoks Sports Network.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahoks Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Todd Duke, Chris McCluskey, Lisa Roseman, we're all back with you here from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium as the Collinsville Kahoks have a 44-30 lead here in the fourth quarter with 7:46 left to play in this fourth quarter, so there's still a long time to go. And Collinsville will get the ball back all the way down in the far corner, right in front of Amanda Bauer. Nate Hall, he will inbound, and he'll do so to Kawan Smith right in front of the scorer's table. Smith brings it to the logo at midcourt. And he'll take his time, let Enright make his first move. Enright does, so there Smith turns right around and into Bicus. And now Collinsville cycles the ball around. Here is Geladini.
Enright's all over Geladini.
Sure is. Here is Smith. Now it's Enright all over Smith. And he'll hand the ball off to Taylor. Will Geladini. Back to Geladini. Into the paint. Takes the shot. Foul. No call. But there is Nate Hall to clean up the mess. And Hall now has 14 points.
He should have passed it to Nate in the first place anyway, so that worked out just fine.
Here is Enright. Inside now to Abube. And Abube.
No.
KJ didn't do anything wrong. Exactly. Look at all the people standing there going, he had his arms up. How can he call a foul to a guy who has his arms up?
And he's behind the hoop.
And he calls a grab when he has his arms up. What did he grab him with? His headband? I don't get it. Anyway, Abube to the line. Abube, he's not having a great night from the foul line, so we'll give him his chances here, and he'll rattle that one out as well. So far, he's hit 2 of 7, I think.
Yeah, Darren Lee's going, everybody in the gym saw his hands flat straight up in the air. How's he going to grab his arms when you can see his palms?
Yeah.
That is
Yeah,
unbelievable, man.
Has an arm growing out of his hip or something. I don't know.
Wow.
Here's Abube.
What a deal.
And Abube can't hit
Continues to
anything
struggle
from the free throw line.
David Granger boxing out nicely
And here comes Rayshawn Taylor.
against Bicus there.
And Smith.
Give it up.
Oh,
no.
Shovel pass that went right through the legs of Granger.
That's on Kawan. Coach is mad at David. Kawan threw that ball 2 feet. David Granger's 6'6", 6'7". You can't throw a ball 2 feet in the air. Come on, Coach.
Yeah, right through the 5-hole. He's not a hockey goalie.
Right.
Here's Bicus in the perimeter. Dumps it off to Abube, but Abube couldn't handle it. Smith does.
Be smart, Smitty.
And he is going to go in for the layup. No good. Granger with the rebound, and he'll bounce it out to Hall.
Great
And
hustle
now
by David Granger.
Collinsville resets. Taylor comes in, and Abube fouls him.
Boy, Ray knew it, too. He got in that paint and kind of went slow motion. He knew Big Abube was coming at him.
They're not going to call a foul. They're just going to call it out of bounds.
Yeah, well, they call a foul on.
Chopped his arm.
Yeah, and they call a foul on this end. I mean, I'm all for not calling
There
fouls.
you go.
That's
Give
my
and go.
favorite inbounds play right there. Alley-oop to the 6'7", Nate Hall. Oh, he walked.
Yeah, here's Baker, who has foul troubles of his own, and now he comes into the lane, and Abube ends up with the loose ball after a second walk. And now another foul coming up that'll be handed out to Collinsville.
David Granger says, not in my house, baby. You're going to have to earn it. I love that. I love that hustle.
Granger gets his third foul.
You know, I love the worst thing you can do is foul a guy and then let him finish. And David Granger absolutely was not going to let Big Abube finish that shot.
And if you're going to foul, here's the guy to do it. He's hit one foul free throw out of 8 tries, and there's another miss.
I think we found the weakness of his game, Todd.
Yeah, I think so. That was Shaq who had that problem?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's got 2 points. He's 6'8", 260, and has 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard to do.
Next one's good.
There's one. Make it 3.
Collinsville had 10 points in the paint in the first half, while Mundelein was held to 6. 6:08 left to play here in this fourth quarter. 48-31 in favor of Collinsville.
Full court press.
Jayhawks have the ball, bringing it up, and Kawan Smith gets
No
tripped,
foul?
and it can't call that. Timeout called by Coach Lee. And you know that while Coach Lee's out there in that mess,
Matt
he is
Badgley's throwing his glasses.
He's
madder than a bull.
I don't know. They're all mad all over the place here.
Well,
all of a
that's
sudden.
because this crew is really struggling.
Timeout on the floor. We'll step aside as well. Back in just a moment on the Kahoks Sports Network.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KHawksports.com and the Kahoks Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
The Country Roads sing-along here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. 6:02 left to play here in this championship game. 48-31 in favor of the Collinsville Jayhawks. And when we come back from a whistle, Jayhawks will get the ball at midcourt. Mundelein apparently had a lot to talk about. They're just now making it back onto the floor.
Well, Coach Badgley spent the first 30 seconds of that timeout yelling at the referee crew.
Nate Hall inbounds into the backcourt for Kawan Smith. Smith brings it up. Yeah, look at that embellishment there by Enright. They don't call flopping penalties in this game, do they? And another foul against Kawan Smith.
Did they call a charge against Ray?
I think they just did. That's the third foul against him, and all of them have been charging fouls. His third, team 7.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What are the referees talking about?
The other 2 referees think Ray's at the line. The referee in the backcourt said it was a charge against Rayshawn. This is crazy.
Did. And now Rayshawn's at the line. Did somebody get teed up? Yep. Enright got teed up.
But is that a foul on Ray?
I don't know. Yeah, they have him up on the board for 3.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, Taylor, going to take those and turn them into points.
Well, that's pretty symbolic of the job these guys are doing. It's unfortunate, but hey, you just got to play through it and do the best you can do.
Ray Sean says, you know what, you're going to call me for a foul when I didn't commit one. I'll make 2 points out of it. 50-31, 5:53 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Enright must have said something.
Well, he was jawing before that play, so I'm sure it just boiled over.
There is Nate Hall at the midcourt stripe, inbounds to Granger, and Taylor has a rare turnover as that ball
blame that
off his
on
finger.
David Granger.
Here is Enright, cuts in, and Granger tried to swap that out of there, and then Abube fell down all over the back of David Granger. And Collinsville throws the ball up to Kawan Smith, to Granger, underneath, back to Smith. He'll circle back outside, and he'll give the ball to Nate Hall at midcourt. Over to Taylor. Taylor gets double teamed.
No.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
That is unbelievable.
You have got to be kidding me. He's standing at the midcourt stripe.
What
he
a
gets
flop.
ran into, and they call it against Taylor. That's unbelievable.
It's a good thing I'm in the press box.
You ain't
I've
kidding.
been giving this guy an earful. That is unbelievably terrible.
Rayshawn was standing at the midcourt stripe, and he got ran into, and he's the one who gets the charging call. I just don't understand it. Abube puts back the bucket. And
Coach better get a timeout if we don't score on this possession.
50-35. Collinsville with the lead. And Kawan Smith over to Geladini as Rayshawn Taylor is out of the game for the moment. Here is Bollinger in his place. Caleb Bollinger.
Ray has 4 charging fouls.
I know. All
in a
4
game
of them.
as a point guard. That's unbelievable.
And I think all of them were questionable. Here is Smith.
Yeah, one of them I could have seen. The other 3 not even close.
Here is Kawan. He'll zigzag his way through traffic and waste time with the best of them. Now at the free throw line.
There's a foul.
There's a foul by Rooney. Rooney can't believe it, but you know what? Welcome to the club, buddy.
Yeah, right. You never know what these guys are going to call. Unbelievable.
That's the 10th foul for Mundelein, so we're at bonus time.
Well, I've been thinking about Jerry Sulky a lot. I've talked about him a lot on air. He is definitely watching down on this, and he's saying right now, you got to hit your free throws, Smitty.
Smitty did not have a free throw in the first half.
He'd say you got to bend your legs.
Smith can't get that one to stay in either. Abube gets the rebound. Here is Baker. Trey Baker brings the ball up. And he'll spot up for 3, and he'll rattle it around. It won't
That's
fall.
over the back.
And that is exactly what it is.
Now, is he going to call a foul or
He
just
did.
out of bounds?
I think he called.
No, I think he
just
called it out of bounds. That's unbelievable. I mean, he's all over
Rayshawn
the back
Taylor.
of Granger, who had him boxed out.
Rayshawn Taylor, Kadrian Jones check back into the game. Bollinger and Green head to the bench. Or Granger, excuse me. I don't know why I said Green.
This is like politics on Facebook. I'm just going to have to swear off of commenting on it.
Nate Hall
Getting old.
inbounds to Kawan Smith, who will weave his way through some traffic once again and give to Rashawn Taylor. Taylor almost traveled, and a foul is going to be handed out to Rooney, I believe. No, they're going to call it against Bicus. That'll be his first.
Kahoks go to the double bonus. They'll get 2 chances at the charity stripe on every foul for the next 4 minutes and 18 seconds.
Rayshawn up at the free throw line. No good on the first one.
Collinsville 0 for their last 3 from the free throw line.
And
Trying
Wright's
to close out what would be their first championship in this tournament since
15 years, man.
15 years.
2004 was the last
Amazing.
one. Enright comes in to take the place of Rooney as Rayshawn Taylor at the free throw line. Can't hit that one either. Both of them were a little bit short. That's very uncharacteristic for Rayshawn. Here is Trey Baker. He'll glide all the way down and take the shot, and that one is off of the leg of Kadrian Jones and out of bounds, so the Mustangs will get to keep. 4 minutes and 10 seconds left to play here in this fourth quarter. This has been a very choppy fourth quarter. Not a lot of flow to it.
Refs haven't allowed it, unfortunately.
Here is Baker. Pulls
He
back,
walked
takes
again.
the three, and hits it. Now a timeout called. This one's by the Mustangs. And we'll step aside as well just for a brief 30-second timeout. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Kahoks Sports Network.
The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune has now added Collinsville to their coverage area this year, including coverage of City Hall, happenings in Collinsville, as well as coverage of the Unit 10 schools and the Collinsville Kahawks, plus more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper that is published every Thursday and has been reporting news and sports in Madison County for over 30 years. Subscriptions are only $32 for an entire year, delivered to your home and the online edition. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at www.
Welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey, and Lisa Roseman along with you. A packed house enjoying this one. 50-38, 4:04 left. Collinsville with the lead in the championship game of the 36th annual Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Tournament. Here's a quick break for Geladini. Geladini gets one in there for two.
Yeah, they finished. That's nice. He had Rayshawn Taylor unguarded, coming down on the opposite side of the hoop. But Laurent finishes, and that's what we got to have to close out this championship.
Here is Bikus. He'll pull up, take a shot. That one won't fall in, and the rebound belongs to KJ, who gets it to Taylor. Rayshawn drives all the way down, and I'm surprised they didn't call that a charge. This one is going to go
Chris Rooney.
Rooney has 3 fouls now. He just was taken out a minute ago. And it looks like Enright will come back in and take his place right after this first free throw try by Rayshawn Taylor.
Well, we were standing right here when we saw Rayshawn make 29 in a row, wasn't it, Todd?
29 for 29.
So let's hope Ray can channel some of that inner prowess at the free throw line and close this baby out.
Rooney back to the bench. Enright comes in and back to the free throw line. Rayshawn Taylor, and this time he makes both after missing his previous 2.
Yeah, we hit our free throws and close this out. Not only will Rayshawn help his team win a championship, but he will inevitably be the most valuable player of this tournament.
Rayshawn and Kadrian Jones go back to the bench for a spell. Bollinger and Granger back in. Here comes Enright across the line with 3.5 minutes to play in this fourth quarter. Enright gets bumped out of the way by Nate Hall, and now Baker gets challenged by Ballinger. Baker pulls up, takes the shot, can't get it to go. With a rebound, falls all the way out to Enright. He'll post up for 3. That skips across the rim. Abube.
Oh,
come on.
That's got to be a charge.
That is.
That was a big elbow.
Granger gets shoved down by Abube, and that's going to be number 3 for the big man for Mundelein, and Collinsville will get the ball back, leading 54-38.
I like what Coach Lee's doing here. He's got a defensive set and an offensive set. He's got KJ and Ray coming in on offense. When we go to defense, if he can, he pulls them.
Kawan Smith will do the inbound honors underneath of the Mustangs basket. And I don't know what's going on with that.
They put Coach Lee back in his box. Matt Badgley's yelling, are you kidding me?
Is he yelling at Coach Lee?
It looked like it.
Wow, he sure did. Here is Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor dribbles the ball all the way down the court, then circles back into the corner. Oh, and then gets bumped.
Oh, this
by
guy's got
Enright.
to quit it. Come on, man.
That's it for Enright. He's fouled out of this game.
Well, you know what? He's a great player, but he's just tried to flop one too many times. And credit him, it worked a couple times.
Trying to bait Rayshawn into a charging call.
So watch for KJ to come back out as we go on defense.
Rooney, he'll come back in and take the place of the fouled out Enright.
Well, that's huge because Enright and Baker are looking to shoot threes right now.
Yes,
They're the only 2 guys that can do it quickly.
Rayshawn at the free throw line as Granger comes in to take the place of Jones, and Rayshawn misses.
I don't know that I've seen a team this good struggle at the line.
Yeah, especially Rayshawn. He missed
like
those 2
we
in a
have
row
during this tournament.
He missed those 2 in a row that fell short. He's hardly ever short on his free throws. Now he gets his form back, and Rayshon will go to the bench, and Bollinger will come in and take his place. 3:06 left to play here in a very slow-moving fourth quarter. Did you see the way he just put that ball into Atade's chest down there? That referee just slammed the ball into Atade's chest. Here is Abube. He spins in the paint, and a foul coming up against Granger. And 2 shots coming up against Abube. We don't mind that. As Jones and Taylor are due to check back in here for Collinsville after the first try here by Abube.
Granger. So both Granger and, does Kedrian have 4 as well?
I'm not sure. And that's the first one made in a while there by the big man. And it doesn't have it on the board because he's not in.
He's got 3
Now
fouls,
he's in.
it looks like.
No, he has 4. He has 3 points.
Oh, shoot.
Abube back at the free throw line. And he's good on both of them this go-around. And Nate Hall set to inbound underneath of the Mustangs basket. Does so to Geladini, and I think Bicus just got called for an over-the-back call.
Yeah, Bicus is going to be their other 3-point threat now with Baker, now that Enright's out of this game.
That's Bicus' second. Kahoks have 9 as a team, so the next one they commit will send Mustangs to the line for the rest of the game. But right now, Geladini's turn to go to the free throw line, and he's there for the first time tonight. Geladini. Nothing but net. As Jones and Taylor head back to the bench, Granger and Bollinger back in. Another free throw coming up here for Laurent Geladini. And he makes both. Coach Anderson said he would come up and see me after this game. It might take him a while to get up here, but he'll be here. 3-point shot, that misses. Bube gets the rebound. Can't handle it really for the most part. And Granger just fouled out. Yep. Granger just fouled out of this game. Whoop,
on that one, you almost just give up the layup and get the ball back and run clock, right?
Yeah. So Granger is out on the K-Hawk side. Enright is out on the Mustang side. We have 2 minutes and 46 seconds left to play here in this fourth quarter. And Abube back to the free throw line. He just hit 2 in a row from there as he picked up his free throw prowess, and he can't hit that one. And a nice job on the save by Kedrian Jones. Gets to Taylor, and a foul going to be coming up against Atade.
Atade can't even believe it. He said a foul.
A foul?
I agree with him. I didn't see a thing. And it's right in front of us. He's got a text from 2 guys in the crowd said these refs are blind. Oh, baby. Well, I'll bring out another Jerry Selke. The 3 blind mice.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing.
Right.
There's 3 of them out there. We can call them the 3 blind mice.
Jerry Selke would tell it to them to their face.
Chambers is going to check back into this game after this shot by Taylor. And Taylor hits that one. Chambers comes back in, and Bollinger will come back in for Taylor after he makes this second free throw attempt. And that one's good as well. 59-42. We're inching closer.
We are inching closer. We're feeling better than we did 2 minutes ago, but not as good as we will in 2 more minutes, right?
All right. Here is Baker. You got to guard him outside because he can hit the 3 from anywhere. He bounces it into Atade.
No foul. Don't foul.
Atade shoots but can't get it to fall, and it's poked all the way back out. And Bicus gets it at the midcourt stripe. And a foul against Smith.
We cannot foul. That's the only thing you don't want to do in this position is foul.
You don't really need steals at this point, so there's no sense in trying to poke it in there. Just guard.
You just let the clock run.
Guard. At the free throw line, Bicus. Good.
See, now you're letting them score with no time running off the clock. Just not smart basketball.
Jones will check back in. Taylor will check back in. And back at the free throw line, Bicus. He'll hit both. 59-44. Collinsville leads, 2:22 left to play here in this quarter. Here comes Smith, and a burst of speed and couldn't finish. Bube gets the rebound, up to Bikus, up to Baker. He'll launch a three real quick, and it'll be short. And then Laurent Gelladini will, it's off of Baker. Baker can't believe it.
I don't think anybody can. Oh, he gets overruled, but it's right in front of him. The guy all the way across the court overrules this guy.
That's Lee's favorite referee right there.
Here they go. Unbelievable. I mean, he may have missed the call, but it was right in front of him. You can't make that call from across court.
Nah, apparently you can. Here's Baker. He'll launch another three from the top of the key, and it hits right back to him, and the ball finds Nate Hall. 2 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. Championship on the line. Collinsville up 59-44. Here is Smith across the line to Nate Hall, and he gets pushed out of bounds by Atade.
Yeah, Nate Hall will go to the line. Collinsville definitely going to be forced to shoot a lot of free throws these last 2 minutes.
Yes, they are. For 2 shots, says Chad Burgess. Nate Hall at the free throw line. Gets it.
Nate with that signature shot put, minimally rotating ball.
60 points here for the Kahoks. Nate Hall has 17 of those. And he'll be stuck there for a minute. Rebound belongs to Bikus. Yes, he has. Bikus cuts in, free throw line, gives it to Atade. Atade, outside post. Oh, just totally used the shoulder.
Oh, another charge. No, he wasn't even close to him. He got elbowed in the face, Todd.
I know.
And they call a block. I guess they blocked him with his face.
Chambers got elbowed right in the chin. And then Gelladini picks up the foul. It'll be his third. And Abube back to the line.
This is almost comical at this point. Wow. Both ways, both ways. I don't think. This last year, the championship game, remember we had the crew that called all the fouls?
Yeah.
Said it was the worst officiated championship game I've ever seen. I think this one eclipses it.
It might. There's a miss by Abube again at the free throw line. KJ with the rebound, gets it to Taylor. And Taylor streaks up that far side, all the way down off the glass for 2.
Coast to coast, Rayshawn Taylor.
1:20 left to play here in this championship game. Can you smell it?
Starting to be able to smell it, Todd. We're starting to be able to smell it.
There is Baker pulling up the top of the key. No good, and then the basketball gets stuck up there by Atade, and that's a turnover.
Yeah, that'll go Collinsville's way with 1:13 left. This game should be out of reach.
I guess a lot of the Mundelein fans are leaving. I'm starting to see some empty seats.
Well, I think, you can see most of the Collinsville side staying put because they want to see this trophy ceremony.
A timeout called by the Mustangs, a 60-second timeout, so we will step aside as well. Back in just a moment here on the Kahoks Sports Network.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KHOKSports.com and the Kahoks Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the Event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahoks Sports Network and KHOKSports.com.
And back at the Collinsville Holiday Classic, brought to you by Prairie Farms. And we thank Prairie Farms for their sponsorship of this tournament. Did you know that over 20 scientific studies support the benefits of recovering from strenuous exercise with quality protein and nutrients found in chocolate milk? Train like an athlete, recover like a champion with Prairie Farms chocolate milk. For more information, prairiefarms.com. Back to action here as Abube gets a rebound and then takes it on to the other side, and 2 more points for the Mustangs, but I think time is running out as Collinsville is in control of this game, 62-48. We're under a minute to go. Kawan Smith back to Gelladini.
Get rid of the ball, Laurent.
Well, A foul coming up. This one's going to be against Rooney, or is it going to be against Baker? Rooney picks up his fourth. I was going to say if that was Baker, he'd be out of here. Gilardini back up to the free throw line. 48.8 seconds left to play. Gilardini. Good. Ty Manning coming in for the Mustangs. He's played a couple of minutes here in this tournament. And Logan Carlisle getting ready to check in for Collinsville. And a miss by Gilardini on that particular throw. And here comes Baker. Baker, skip. What? How did he not travel there? Took about 5 steps through the lane. Here is Rooney, and he got tagged from behind by Bollinger. There was no call on that one. The ball ends up out of bounds. And Logan Carlisle will check into the game. And also in for the Mustangs is Chris Martin. Martin, a 6'6" freshman. Martin gets the ball, gives it to Baker. 35 seconds left here in this one. Collinsville is going to win this thing for the first time in 15 years.
Yeah, what a great accomplishment for this group of young men. Been a lot of excitement about them all year. They were the tourney favorite. And come on, crowd, let's get up and give these guys a round of applause. Let's go. Here we go.
Bollinger over on the
Here
far
they
side.
go.
Now
the
they're starting to get
Collinsville
up.
faithful.
And a whistle will temper that excitement for just a moment. We're going to have a foul against Baker, and he's out of here too.
Collinsville student section chanting, "I believe that we will win." They're starting to get excited. Mundelein fans are filing out of the building. The whole lower bowl of
They're
Virgil
very color
Fletcher
coordinated over there, though, aren't they?
Gymnasium is on their feet.
Now the underclassmen are all going to come in for Collinsville. And after this free throw attempt here by Bollinger, we'll see some substitutions. And that one's a miss. And here comes Kyle Moore, Tag Baker, Nick Graff, and Jackson Lee. Ian Lau checks into the game for Mundelein. He's a 5'7" senior. Meanwhile, Bollinger is back at the free throw line. One more shot coming his way. Bollinger can't hit the free throw. And this may be the last push up the court here by the Mustangs.
In the matchup.
10 seconds to go. Underclassmen all over the floor for everyone. There's a shot, little short. Rebound belongs to Bollinger. That's it. Collinsville wins 63-48 and capture the 36th edition of this Prairie Farms Holiday Classic and erase 15 years of frustration in doing so.
Yeah, what a great win for these Kahoks. They led pretty much the whole game. You know, both teams had to overcome poor officiating, but at the end of the day, this is a game. These are kids, and both teams showed great sportsmanship. What a way to end this Prairie Farms Holiday Tournament.
Well, you are not kidding there. That was a great showing by Collinsville as they remain undefeated. The Collinsville Kahoks are now 13-0 on the year. And Mundelein, they suffer their first loss. They are now 13-1, and we might just see a new number one in the state of Illinois once the new rankings come out after the first of the year by the Associated Press. Big thank you there for Lisa Roseman. We appreciate her help on the camera so Zach can go play with his friends over in the student body cheering section. And a big thank you to Dr. McCluskey. He's already out of here, going to go onto the floor and into the stands to hang out with family members as Collinsville wins this one 63-48 as Mundelein gets handed their second place trophy. And Collinsville will be picking up their hardware as well. We'll let you listen to some of it.
Congratulations to Mundelein for their second place finish in the 36th annual Collinsville Prairie Farms Holiday Classic.
I'll let Chad Burgess tell you all about it here in just a moment as soon as Mundelein gets onto the floor to get their pictures taken with their trophy. And as soon as Mr. Burgess starts talking, we'll turn up the microphone so you can hear him. Now Alex Paz wants a picture with the second place team from Mundelein. Funny thing is, I don't see Matt Badgley out there anywhere. Oh, there he is. Photo ops. And Mundelein will get a nice round of applause here from the Kahawk faithful. And an even bigger applause once this trophy gets handed out.
And congratulations to your Collinsville Kahawks for their first place finish at this year's 36th annual Collinsville Prairie Farms Holiday Classic.
They're a little backwards for our liking in our camera, so we'll get the picture of the back of the champions of this 36th annual Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Tournament. And congratulations to the Collinsville Kahawks, and a 13-0 start to the year looks really good. And we welcome you in to now the Chiropractic Works post-game show, brought to you by my friend Dr. Chris McCluskey and the fine folks at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville. As we get ready for the All-Tournament Awards. Let's listen in.
Tournament personnel. If you are here, please come down to receive your medal. The 36th annual Collinsville Holiday Classic all-tournament team members are from Madison, Giovanni Moore. From Belleville East, Eric Wade. From Edwardsville, Brendan Weller. From Springfield Southeast, James Dent. From Lincoln, Caden Froby. From Mundelein, Drake Baker. From Mundelein, Scotty Hibube. From Mundelein, Connor Enright. From Collinsville, Kedrian Jones. From Collinsville, Kovan Skeet Smith. volunteered his services to assist retired athletic director Frank Patol at the inception of the Holiday Classic 30 years ago. True to his word, Ed continued to work at the Classic, giving up 3 days annually in addition to many hours of preparation. In honor of Ed's untiring commitment to the Classic, the Most Valuable Player Trophy has been named in Ed's honor. It is fitting that Ed was truly a Most Valuable Player for the Classic. And this year's winner of the Ed Sarge Most Valuable Player is Rayshawn Taylor. Let's have one more round of applause for our all-tournament team. We'd like to thank all of you for coming out to the 36th annual Prairie Farms Holiday Classic at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chad Burgess, and we're going to start our post-game coverage now. We were trying to do that a minute ago. Didn't think they were going to get that quickly into the all-tournament team, but that they did. So, Dr. McCluskey and his crew, they're focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey and his crew at Chiropractic Works at 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call at 343-3602 or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. We'll continue with the post-game show and talk to somebody from the Collinsville Kahoks basketball team here in just a little bit on the Kahoks Sports Network.
As Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athlete performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach. Whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues, we have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their third year of operation on Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Pub House, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Give them a call at 618-855-9100 or online at sloanspubhouse.com.
Everyone has those projects around the house that you just don't want to do. AW Outdoor Solutions can take care of that for you. Former Collinsville High School graduate Adam Welly owns AW Outdoor Solutions, and he and his crew can handle all of the dirty work around your home or business. Whether that's tree trimming and maintenance, brush removal, power washing, gutter cleaning, and leaf raking and removal. AW Outdoor Solutions can handle that and much more. AW Outdoor Solutions is fully insured and offers free estimates on all of their work. AW Outdoor Solutions. Call Adam Welly at 314-252-8010 or on Facebook at AW Outdoor Solutions. Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884. Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they do catering. wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses and delicious sides. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road, or check out the lunch buffet at the Columbus Plaza location on 157 in Collinsville. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Yes, they still cater. Cafe Agape, that's some good eats.
And we welcome you back into the post-game program once again, and I am Todd Duke, as we welcome along assistant varsity head coach and the guy in charge of the JV team, Mr. Eric Anderson. Congratulations, Coach. That was a very well-played tournament and a very well-played championship game.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Kids played well tonight. They were pretty focused and motivated to get this one, and the way things ended last year for us. And you know, to their credit, they came out ready to play, and we took it to them.
Well, we know that Rayshawn Taylor was named the most valuable player of the tournament, and a very deserving trophy for him because he was the most valuable player.
Yeah, obviously. He does so many things for us. I mean, people see the points, but he does so many other things. He rebounds well for his position, makes free throws. You know, we have a guy we can go to at, you know, late in the game when it's free throw crunch time, and he usually does a pretty nice job of cashing in at the free throw line.
Nate Hall, 17 points tonight. I thought he played a fantastic game.
Yeah, he stepped up big time for us. He knocked down a couple threes and really did a nice job on the boards as well. And defensively, you know, I'm most proud for Nate, you know, getting in there, mixing it up with the big boys in there and using his length, and he really altered a lot of shots in there tonight.
Yeah, and you gave Abube fits down there very low. He didn't know how to handle all that speed down there, and it really messed with his game, so credit to your defense for that, especially the low post play.
You know, Kedrian Jones did an excellent job. You know, he was really coachable in practice. We were trying to work on positioning, you know, really making Abube work to get position, because a lot of times he buries guys under the basket with his size and his mass. And we told KJ, you know, you're going to have to really battle. You're going to maybe have to use a foul or two. You know, and David Granger came in, and Josh Chambers as well. You know, we went the three-headed monster on him tonight, and we said, you know, no layups. He's not a strong free throw shooter. If he gets around you, he's going to get a layup. Let's go ahead and use one. And I thought our guys did a nice job on him.
Yeah, I was going to mention his lack of free throw shooting, and that's a plus in your direction because you can afford to give up fouls when somebody's not that good at the free throw line.
Yeah, we do have the luxury of having some size. When we got 3'6" guys we can throw at him, and we're missing one of them. You know, Aaron Moulton. Hopefully we can get him back in the next few weeks. But yeah, that was kind of the plan, to really contain him inside, make him work. We really wanted to wear him down, and we wanted to make him have to run the floor, and I think we did a good job of that. And, you know, when you get tired, he's not as aggressive in there, you know, and we made him play a lot of minutes to match up with us. You know, they had to have him on the floor, and I think part of their game plan was for him not to foul. And so when you're trying not to foul, sometimes you get a little soft in there, and we were able to get a couple buckets, you know, in there once in a while on him.
Yeah, and your style of play forced a lot of Mustang turnovers, and you guys capitalized by getting 20 points off of those turnovers.
You know, it's hard for teams to really simulate Kawan Smith and Rayshawn Taylor. I mean, their pressure that they can provide in that burst they have. I mean, it's really hard to, you know, practice against that if you don't have it in practice, and no one in the state really does. You know, and I think when it's just a different level of quickness and speed, and those guys get up and pressure you, and it makes it difficult to run offense. You know, and those other guys, while they're providing pressure, our other guys are trying to get up in the passing lanes and really take you out of what you want to do. And, you know, and this is a good team. Mundelein's a really good team. They're all juniors. I mean, they're top 6, and their 7th guy they play is a freshman that's going to be a really good player. He's just not quite ready yet. And, you know, they're going to be back here next year, and they got to be, you know, them, O'Fallon, you know, they got a lot coming back too. They're going to be favorites. So yeah. Mundelein's going to go on and win a lot of games. They're awfully tough. Number 4, number 1, the guards they have are really nice players. They can shoot it, you know, and I think we did a nice job on them tonight containing them. Number 1 can really get hot. Their little guard, the shooting guard they have, lefty, and Laurent Geladini did an excellent job on him. We wanted to put Laurent on him to kind of use his length to bother him and push him out as far as you can, and you know, and fortunately for us, one got in a little foul trouble, so that helped a lot. But overall, defensively is what I'm most proud about this game. To hold that team to 48 points is no small feat.
You held them to 3 in the first quarter.
Yeah, and that's unusual for us. We haven't been able to get a good start defensively, you know, and we've been letting teams score too much in the first before we settle down and do the things we want to do. But tonight we came ready to play.
All right, so you guys have some time off until Friday. What's the game plan? I'm guessing tomorrow is no basketball at all, huh?
Yeah, we'll take a day off, and then we'll practice the next day, and then we'll probably, we got a couple practices, and we'll get ready for next Friday. We got Althoff, I believe, coming here, and they had a nice tournament. They were pretty competitive, so we'll start watching film and get ready for them.
Congratulations, sir. Go enjoy the win with your team.
All right, Todd. You give your voice a rest.
All right, thanks, sir. I appreciate that.
Did a great job. Thank you.
Thank you. Eric Anderson, the assistant head coach on the varsity side and the JV head guy, and he'll get back to those head coaching duties on the JV side here on Wednesday for a game here against Althoff on Friday. That is our next broadcast, actually. We are going to take some time off to rest up those old vocal cords, and a big thank you to everybody involved, especially a big thank you to Prairie Farms. You can't do this without them. They sponsor this tournament, and if it wasn't for their sponsorship, well, I think we wouldn't be enjoying a lot of chocolate milk like we normally do, that's for sure. Big thank you to Dr. McCluskey providing some color commentary, as well as Matt Baxter, who filled in a couple of days ago in the Quincy live stream that we did. Lisa Roseman filling in over here on the camera for the last couple of games, and Kendall McCluskey filled in for a half on one of those games as well. So a big thank you to everyone involved, Coach Smith especially, everybody involved. Great food. Cafe Agape caters a lot of the days here, and of course they're one of our sponsors for a reason. We love them, and we love the food that they cook, and they do a great job. So for everyone involved, my name is Todd Duke. We will see you on the other side of the calendar when we flip over from 2019 to 2020. And until then, everybody enjoy the rest of your week and have a fantastic new year.